Hey everyone, this is Dr. Connie. Today I want to really talk about how we use yoga to really get through or overcome the limits of your mind. As we go work through the asanas, and I'm going to take you through some asanas and the patterns I commonly see. And I'm going to really tap into those areas where you don't want to go because your body's always going towards the path of least resistance. It's when we tune in, challenge ourselves, that we gain the most effective transformation from the inside out. So with that being said, I want you to just calm your breath, close your eyes, take a deep breath in, slow, steady breath out. I'd like you to all ground through your breath. Inhale deep. Exhale slow. Just tune inward, arrive here and now in your body. Bring awareness to your breath and breath only. And these next few counts, I'm going to count your breath. Taking a deep breath in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, I'm going to take you into different counts of breath. Inhale for 3, 2, 1, and hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And at this time, I want you to resume your normal breath. Place your right hand over your heart, left hand over your belly. Feel the beat of your heart under your right palm. Just notice it. Bring awareness to it is all I want you to do. And then I want you to notice your breath. The rise and fall of your belly. Rise with every in-breath. Fall with every out-breath. Rise with every in-breath. Fall with every out-breath. Deep in-breath and out-breath. And just be here and now. Place both hands together at your heart center. I want you to think of a word or a phrase or a mantra, whatever floats your boat, that you can anchor your mind down to anytime your mind wanders during this practice together this morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Etch that in your mind as you inhale. Exhale, let all the distractions go. Gently float your eyes open with a gentle smile in your face. I want you to bring your palms forward at shoulder height. I want you to rotate your fingertips to the side and low as far as you can go. Rotate it all the way in. Pull it out and in. Pull it out and in, and keep your fingertips pointed up. Imagine an imaginary wall you're pushing, pushing, pushing. That's going to protract or round that space between your shoulder blades. From there, I want you to think elbows out, keeping the fingertips pointed upward. Pull the elbows in. Push, 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 push the floor away, or push the invisible wall away. Not sort of the activation you get, not just in the wrists, but dissipating the force of gravity all through the shoulder blade when we do inversions. We do that a lot in yoga, whether you're going upward or not, or in an inversion, full handstand or not. Downward dog is an inversion. So I want you to come onto your hands and knees. Place your hands directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. I'd like you to have your hands, fingertips pointed, and then when you look down at your hands, I want you to see the whiteness at the fingertips because you're gripping the mat with your fingertips. Elbows out to the side, pull them back in, elbows in, grazing the sides of your ribs almost. Push, 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 push the floor away, rounding that space, tucking your tailbone under so that your whole spine is tucked. Tuck your toes, and as you gently lift your knees, you're gonna activate a lot of core. Shift a little bit forward than you'd like, tip up. Keep the heels up as you go down into downward dog, heels up. Sink your right heel, bend your left knee. Both heels up, sink your left heel as you bend your right knee. Both heels up and both heels root down. Deep breath in and deep breath out. And deep breath in and deep breath out. Gazing forward, really connect and plug your hands down. Step the right foot forward. You might need to bend your knees, that's okay, but you're gonna compress going up. Push, 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 and clear your foot. Bend the left. Inhale, lift, gaze forward. Exhale, fold, drape your arms, opposite hand, opposite elbow, shake your head yes, shake it no. Deep in breath and deep out breath. Drape your arms down and roll. Plug your navel to the spine, come all the way up to mountain pose. Shoulders are drawn down. I'm gonna face you. And plug the right shoulder blade down, left shoulder blade down. Keep a slight bend in the knee. Push the floor away as you extend your knees back. When you look down, lift up your toes to activate the inner arches of your feet. Palms are forward. This is downward dog. Super, super activated. This is where you come, go inward. Focused on your drishti between your eyebrows, third eye. Coming to the top of your mat, that's your mountain pose. Bend your knees slightly. Inhale, lift up. We're gonna slow flow. Exhale and really differentiate between just going through the motions and really activating. Inhale. Learning that body always goes in the path of least resistance. Right foot back, left foot back. And if you have shoulder issues, lower the knees, but then also lower the hips. You have to shift the weight forward. As you come down, I want you to keep the elbows close to your body, grazing the sides of your elbow into your ribs. Push down to lift. Tuck your toes, sink your hips toward your heels. Lift your toes or lift your knees. And sink your right heel. Lift, left heel. And lift both heels. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Gazing forward. Left foot forward. Pushing down, pushing through the palms of my hands as I step forward. It's a lot of compression. And this is where most people just give up and they never get the proper activation deep in the core. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down through those feet, lift those toes, activate those arches, lift up. Bring your hands to heart center, check mountain pose, strong stance. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Palms flat. Left foot back. Right foot back. Those of you who can, really shift forward. Graze the elbows, keeping it tight near the ribs. Push down to lift. Tuck, lift. Downward dog. Do not step up your downward dog. Many people have a tendency to shorten their downward dog. That's not what you do. Keep your downward dog straight from plank. That's your downward dog. Right leg up high, toes are pointed, and then lift your left heel up. Sink your left heel down. Bring the right knee up to your chest. Shift forward, 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 keeping that knee right under your chest, high up on your left toes. Place the right foot gently down between your hands. Turn your back heel in. From here, most people just come right up to warrior one, but that's not what I teach. Come high on your fingertips, root down through the right foot, activate, lift, stay forward, root down as I bend more. My thigh is so active, and then go up. But I'm also checking to make sure that the right hip is going back, left hip is going forward without changing anything. It's energetic. Right hip is closed because it's in direct hip flexion. The back foot is internally rotated, so it's closed on the left hip. But we're still getting the pelvis to be square. And as a physical therapist, this gives you a lot of awareness in your pelvis. You find a lot of imbalance. You know, I see a lot of yoga like this. I want you to really bend 90 degrees. It's super hard. But that's where I challenge my students to really challenge. Gaze up, shoulders are down, root, really pull the navel to the spine, extend, bend, and even tap your right toes. And come down slow, slow, slow. Hands are on either side of the right foot, getting a deep flexion with strength in the right hip. Right foot back. Shift it forward. Lower down slow. Push down to lift. Tuck, lift, downward dog. I didn't move my feet. It feels very long. Pulling my navel to the spine, pushing the floor away with my hands. At the same time, taking the tailbone up, all while really activating my rib cages in. It's a hard thing to do. Only possible with awareness. Toes are straight or pointed. Right heel lifts. Lower it down. Left knee towards your chest. Shift the weight onto your hands. Push, push, push the floor away. Gently guide it down. Turn your back heel in. Ground through the right foot. Ground through the left foot. Usually tell my students, tap, activate the inner arch. Root down before you come up so fast. Start to come up and this starts to scream at you. And you just want to go so fast. That's where you want to lean in and challenge yourself to get stronger. And then go down more. Taking the right hip forward, left hip back. Really getting yourself settled here without arching your back, drawing the rib cages in, lifting up. Deep breath in, plug down to the mat. Exhale. As you lean forward, you don't just dump down. You're feeling for this challenge. This is so hard. On the left hip. Left foot back. Shift forward. Lower down. Push down to lift. Tuck. Lift. Downward dog. Let's do it again. Right leg up high. Pointed. Extending long. Lifting the left hip up. Lowering it down. Bring it forward, forward, forward. And staying here, turning the back heel in. Root down, slow and steady, feeling into my hip. Come up, all the way up. And from here, deep breath in. Deep breath out, lean forward. Really activate this more as you bend. And then we're gonna go forward into warrior three, but squaring your hips. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Bend your right knee. Find the left foot. Opening up. Warrior two. And even here, bend more. Deep breath in. Left hand finds the inner left right thigh. And then lift up. Bend more. Rooting down to lift. This makes every movement so of integrity without compensating. Come all the way down. Loosen the left arm. Come all the way up. And this is where a lot of people tends to dump their torso onto their thigh here. But this is where I want you to be really light on your right hand. Really bend into the right hip and even lift. And this really activates. It's a killer, you guys. Come up. Come down. I'm so sore. But that's how I challenge myself with simple yoga poses that we do time and time again. And when we do it without awareness, we don't gain what we're here to gain. The growth, challenging our limiting beliefs, transforming. Left knee all the way up. Shift, shift, shift. Gently guide it down. Don't plop down. Back heel in, root, tap. Here we come. Bend more. Strong legs come up. Hold your warrior one, gazing up. And then you go forward. I like to have my arms back because most of us have a lot of shoulder issues where we can't isolate the shoulder from our core. So lift off, be free. But when you fall, no judgment, leave it right where it belongs. Just move on. Have fun. This is just yoga. Squaring your hips, deep breath in and deep breath out. Bend your left knee. Draw the right heel down. Open up. But I'm really bending in to my left hip. Open, tucking your tailbone, reaching long. Sorry guys, it's so hot out here. I'm sweating. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And it doesn't matter how sweaty I get, I stay focused. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Right hand on the inner left thigh. Lift up first because a lot of people just lean back, but no. Anchor. Get this thigh involved. Then reach. Then bend more. Anchor. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Bring your left hand back all the way down. Feel it. My left hip wants to give out, but I say no. I'm gonna feel that pain. Welcome, right? The resistance. I don't cheat in yoga class and I don't let my students, and I don't want you to either. You're here to gain all the benefits of it. Come here, and then from here, I told you, come light on your left. Fingers super hard, you guys. I want to collapse, but I tell myself, no, we're gonna do this. Woo! Come down. Left foot back, slow flow. Staying connected. And you tell yourself, you're choosing growth over stagnation. We're here to transform. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Lower your knees. Bring your hands back directly under your shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck and scoop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck and scoop. And then I'm going to bring my fingertips towards me. Sink down to get a little bit of love for my forearms for doing all that. And come back. Last but not least, come all the way up. Right leg up high. We're gonna bring the pinky edge of the right foot behind the left wrist. Straighten the leg, feeling the love towards the IT band. I'm gonna really flex at the right ankle to keep the integrity of my right ankle. Steady and strengthen my right ankle as I lower the knee all the way into pigeon, but being aware of not dumping the weight, but utilizing the hip extensors, external rotators to guide outer hips, to guide my pattern, allowing an activated stretch, feeling into every resistance, not choosing the easy path, but breathing into the areas of my body where I can challenge myself to give more, connect more, get stronger, more stable, and build endurance. When I do that physically, it translates to my mind. Building resilience in the toughest of times. I don't get faltered. I don't get swayed by whatever is in my path. I'm able to stay true and connected to my goals and fearlessly go forward because I've taken the time, flexing at the ankle, coming down slow. I've taken the time to bring awareness to every aspect of my body to get stronger where I need. Know where I'm weak, work on those areas deeply to transform and change not only the shape, not only go into the pose, but in the process, learning a lot about my endurance, physical strength, resiliency in my body, but also translating that and overflowing that into my nervous system, then into my mind, emotions, and my soul. That's what this practice is all about. All sweaty, all yucky, but I don't think about any of that. I think about my connection to me and what that means for me. And this practice allows me to get deeper and deeper to the limits of my mind so I can always choose to overcome those limits. I hope you too use the practice in the same way. Namaste.